Well, the state's first bipartisan HBCU caucus is calling on lawmakers to invest more money in the state's historically black colleges and universities. This week, the caucus is making efforts at the State House to improve those HBCUs. Our Barley's Pimentel has more on what they're asking for and why.
Frankly, we should be embarrassed by the state of some of our HBCUs, and this caucus was formed to help resolve that.
Richland County Democrat Heather Bauer is a member of the state's first HBCU caucus, addressing a long-time gap of resources at HBCUs in South Carolina. This week, the caucus is requesting additional funding for the schools from the Higher Education Subcommittee.
If anyone was to step foot on some of our HBCU campuses and walk into any of their facilities, they have AC units not working. They're at capacity for their residence halls. They can't even accommodate graduations anymore.
But I will tell you that in my very first meeting with the governor, we talked about this underfunding.
On Tuesday, HBCU leaders from around the state testified before the state's Higher Education Subcommittee, making their request for more funding. Bauer says HBCUs have been underfunded by more than $424 million for decades. Other caucus members outlined the critical need.
This would help them with the infrastructure to have a classroom that's, one, healthy and safe for the students to enjoy their learning, but also allow them to use other funds to expand programming and academics and not always use all of their general funding directly to the dilapidated buildings.
HBCU leaders say they've been carrying a heavy load for years without proper funding. Voorhees University Provost Edward Hill says if more money is set aside, it will expand opportunities for students.
Strategically, we're looking at how do we modernize and expand campus infrastructure, scale our academic and career pathway programs, increase enrollment, persistence, graduation rates.
Hill says student success is a top priority for every HBCU that deserves an equal opportunity that extra money could provide.
The caucus, the legislators, the world needs to understand this transformation doesn't just impact those institutions, it impacts the world. How do we change the trajectory of, again, many first-generation students?
I think we need to make it right by them. We may not be able to resolve their budget needs in 1 year, but I hope that our state can see the value and meet them where we have really dropped the ball over the past decades.
The HBCU caucus says they're committed to helping these schools get the support they need to thrive this year and every year. In Columbia, Barley's Pimentel, Watch Fox News, Local First.